Aaron Rodgers has officially taken his talents to Pittsburgh, and while there are plenty of reasons for his decision, one stands out above the rest: DK Metcalf. In a recent interview with the Pat McAfee Show, Rodgers revealed just how much Metcalf influenced his choice to join the Steelers, citing the wide receiver's leadership, discipline, and work ethic as major factors in his decision. Let's break this down. First off, it's no secret that Rodgers has always been selective about where he plays, especially as he gets older. In fact, many expected him to retire after his time with the Green Bay Packers, or, at the very least, explore his options before making a final decision. But Pittsburgh offered something special that made Rodgers reconsider, and that something special is DK Metcalf. Rodgers explained that at the start of the year, he didn't really know Metcalf all that well, but after having some meaningful conversations with the wideout, Rodgers saw something in him that ultimately played a huge role in his decision to come to Pittsburgh. One of the first things Metcalf told Rodgers was that he works out at 6 a.m. every day. Rodgers, who is used to his own regimented routines, was impressed by the commitment and discipline Metcalf showed. However, Rodgers admitted he couldn't quite get there at 6 a.m. because of his commute from Malibu to UCLA. Metcalf, being the team player he is, said 8 a.m. would work just fine. Now, it's easy to look at DK Metcalf and see a physical specimen. The guy is 6'4" and built like a freight train, capable of burning defensive backs downfield. But Rodgers highlighted that Metcalf is more than just a physical marvel. He's a leader, a true professional, and a solid person. His influence on the team's culture is undeniable, and Rodgers believes it's contagious. When Metcalf leads by example, it sets the tone for everyone else in the room. Rodgers even went as far as to say, "The room goes how the top dog goes." Essentially, if the leader is putting in the work, the rest of the team will follow suit. Metcalf's impact is already clear, and Rodgers is betting that his work ethic will rub off on other players, creating a winning atmosphere in Pittsburgh. One area where Metcalf's leadership can really make a difference is in the Steelers' explosive plays. If we look at Pittsburgh's offense in 2024, it was clear they struggled to make big plays down the field. They had only 2 touchdown receptions of 30-plus yards that season, one to Mike Williams against Washington, and another to Calvin Austin III against the Chargers. While George Pickens showed flashes of being a deep threat, the Steelers ultimately traded him to Dallas after acquiring Metcalf, hoping the 26-year-old receiver can fill that gap. Metcalf brings exactly what the Steelers need: a dynamic playmaker who can change the course of a game with one catch. Just last season, he caught 3 touchdown passes of 30 yards or more for the Seattle Seahawks. His speed, size, and ability to make defenders miss in the open field make him a serious threat. And now he'll be catching passes from one of the best quarterbacks of all time. But Rodgers isn't just looking for big plays from Metcalf. He also recognizes the wideout's potential to elevate the entire team. As much as Metcalf is known for his size and athleticism, Rodgers is more impressed by his mentality and the way he approaches the game. Metcalf's discipline and leadership are exactly what Pittsburgh needs, and Rodgers is hopeful that the entire team will rise to the occasion, much like he did with his former teammate Davante Adams back in Green Bay. Now, we're only going to get one season of Rodgers and Metcalf together, but in that time, both men have high expectations for what they can accomplish. Rodgers has experienced the magic of a top-tier connection with Adams, and he's hopeful that his bond with Metcalf can mirror that success. If they can sync up in the same way, it could be a recipe for something special in Pittsburgh. But here's the catch. This isn't just about what happens on the field. It's about setting the tone for the rest of the team. It's about Metcalf leading by example, showing everyone how hard work, discipline, and commitment can pay off. It's about Rodgers using his experience to elevate the Steelers' offense, creating a culture that breeds success. The Pittsburgh Steelers may have just found their next big duo in Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. The stage is set for one unforgettable season. Will they be able to make it work and take the Steelers to new heights? Only time will tell, but if Metcalf's leadership rubs off on the team and Rodgers can bring his experience to the table, this could be the spark Pittsburgh needs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let us know in the comments below if you think Rodgers and Metcalf will be the perfect pairing for Pittsburgh this season.